Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to Arcade Improv Night. I'm so thrilled to be here. I'll be one of your co-hosts. I'm Matt Solter, and alongside me on one of these sides of my screens, I don't know if I'm on the right or left, it's Beth Geatches, everybody.
Hello. We are the coaches of our two improv teams tonight, Select Start and Zero Suit. First, you're going to see short form from Select Start. That's games and short scenes that are based on suggestions that many of you submitted prior to the show. And you may have seen this style of improv on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yes, and after that, you will see some long form from Zero Suit. That is going to be just a bunch of scenes tied together just by one single suggestion that you gave to us before the show. And you definitely will not have seen that on Whose Line Is Anyway or any type of television programming because it probably would not have worked. But it's going to work here, babies, and you're going to love it. Everything will be completely improvised tonight. So that means we, your coaches, have gotten these suggestions, looked at them, and we'll distribute them to our teams. And they're just going to make everything up on the spot just for your enjoyment. The show is for you. Don't forget it.
You out there in the internet.
Yes.
And this show is also helping support Arcade Comedy Theater, which is our nonprofit comedy home. They're currently closed for in-person shows. So any big or small help you can give is very much appreciated so we can keep Pittsburgh having lots of laughs. If you're watching this on Arcade's Arcade Live website, you'll see a button below that says donate to the theater. Click that button, or you could visit this handy link. Oh my God.
bit.ly/arcade improv night. How handy.
Whoa. Or there's a link below if you're watching on YouTube as well. So thank you so much.
Yes, I realized it looked like I was pointing to my lap when I did that. I'm not. I'm pointing to the link at the bottom of the screen. Thank you so much for that, Beth. So now let's meet your improvisers for this evening. Let's get them all out here right now, hiding behind their virtual curtains. So many names, but no faces. What possibly could they look like? Well, you're going to find that out right now. Let's first say hello to Select Start.
Woo!
Woo!
Wonderful. Yes, keep that round of applause going. I know you're clapping at home, and if you're not, just try it. Trust me, it'll make you feel better. It really does. Give yourselves a round of applause. And I'm going to say goodbye briefly to Select Start, and then hello to Zero Suit. Wonderful. All right, so you're gonna see Zero Suit a little bit later. They're gonna go away for a little bit, and then I'm gonna hand things back over to my wonderful, gracious, magnanimous co-host, Beth Geatches.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, I think that all there's left to do is bring out Select Start's first host, Dan.
Hi, thanks, Beth. We are Select Start, and we're going to be doing some short form improv for you. Our first game to kick things off is called New Choice. So let's get Sarah and Sean out here. They're going to be performing a scene. And throughout the scene, I might want them to make a new choice, say a new line, do a different action, in which case I'll pop out from behind my screen and say, new choice. And then they're going to have to justify and make it make sense in the crazy hijinks they'll get into. All right, we're going to get a location from some of your suggestions you sent us. So you two are at Space Camp. Thank you, Mike Rhodes. And let's begin.
Man, I'm so excited.
Steven, I'm so excited about Space Camp.
I've been waiting to come for like 10 years.
New choice, Sean.
I've been waiting to come for like 3 weeks. I just found out.
New choice.
I've been waiting to come to this like for my whole life. My parents have been pressuring me into it.
Oh.
I don't know. Is this gonna be fun?
It's gonna be great. There's ice cream.
New choice.
There's popcorn.
New choice.
There's salamanders in space. Salamanders.
Salamanders, you say?
Yeah, I heard they wear little helmets.
They dress up the salamanders. I love it.
Yeah, and you know what? We can get the salamanders, and then when you go home, just like put them under your mom and dad's pillow for punishment since they had to go to baseball camp.
New reaction, Sean.
Yes. This will do perfectly. All right, then I need to gather up all the salamanders. Yes. As many salamanders as we can get. My parents must pay.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them in my backpack.
New choice, Sarah.
I'm gonna put them in the trunk of my dad's car.
New choice.
I'm gonna put them in my pockets, the bad ones. So when I sit down, they get mushy.
But there needs to be more.
Yeah.
I didn't want to come. I was scared.
Huh?
Salamanders with more. We can. What else do we get here? We get
boots.
New choice.
We get space packs.
New choice.
We get bubble vests. We get
Wait,
the bubble vests. And then
I guess that will work for. We put more salamanders in the bubble vest. It works.
And scene. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. Our next game that we have going is Blind Line. So we're going to have two players out here, and they're going to be performing a scene. And throughout the scene, they're going to pull up pieces of dialogue that have been submitted from our audience prior to the show. And they're going to read them and have to justify them within the scene. So we're going to get the scene started with a relationship. The relationship that was submitted was Forest Ranger and Camper. Thank you, Alex, for the suggestion. And Morgan and Brendan, begin.
All right, campers. Welcome here to Camp Crystal Woods. I'm your ranger, Ranger Ricky. How you doing?
Oh my gosh, first day of camp. Are we gonna make marshmallows?
Not necessarily. Fires are very dangerous this time of year, so I got this little Coleman stove. It's the same thing, really.
But I don't.
Oh, come on, it's totally fine.
That's what we call a long goodbye.
I see you're from the city. Yeah. The mafia types. I hear that they burned up some people really good with those Coleman stoves. So I'll put this away. I don't want to have you have a traumatizing time. Not on my watch.
Well, I hope we're at least gonna go look for chipmunks and squirrels and fun stuff.
Well, I'm sorry. I ate your dinner.
My peanut butter and jelly that my mom packed.
It was really good, and I didn't want the bears to get it. All about safety with me, you see.
Well, I have one thing to say to that. I need you to look at this bread. Look at the bread of the other campers that you didn't eat. It's disgusting.
Your mom used that really good whole grain bread from Whole Foods. I can't help myself.
Oh!
Oh,
Smell some bread.
it's the bear I was talking about.
Yes, I am a bear. Don't call me sassy, sissy.
Oh, no, you're one tough bear, sir.
Yes. Ah.
The woods is really different than I thought it was going to be.
I'm sleeping in a casket. That's how tough you are.
Good. There'll be less to do after I devour you.
Oh,
Please don't devour us, Bear. Okay, first of all, how dare you? How dare you devour us? This is my first camping trip ever. I don't deserve this.
I'm a bear.
You tell him, Christina.
I'm a bear. My ass hasn't itched this bad since the first time I got worms in the 2nd grade. Okay? All right? It's really itchy, so unless you got some ointment, I'm going to have to eat you.
Well, I'm going to consult my ranger handbook. You might recognize this guy if you've recently called the culling man. That's right, I'm gonna cull ya.
Oh, no!
Is he gonna die?
Nah, I don't got it in me. Guns are safe, and safety is what Ranger Rick is all about.
Oh, man. Boy, oh boy, do I love the guacamole, Carol. It's good stuff. I guess I can spare you with guacamole skills like this.
Yeah, your mom has really good cooking. Carol's a really good
I
chef.
didn't know camping was going to involve so little food for me. Ankle deep is too deep for me.
Oh man, bears, huh? So yeah, we are going to be taking you back to the golden days of radio with this next game called Radio Play. We're about to see our players tell a story complete with narration, sound effects, and fun character voices. So we have Brendan on sound effects. We have Dan on piano and acting. Sean Hunt is our narrator. Sean Cooper is an actor. And Morgan is also an actor. So we got our suggestions before the show. This one comes from John, and it is Baby Doll Solves the Murders.
Welcome to the Colgate Radio. This week, Baby Doll solves the murders. Last time, we left Baby Doll and her trusty sidekick Tim Tom. They were traveling through the dark alleys of Chicago, looking for the murders of all of the tiny dogs.
Oh my gosh, Tim Tom. I did not expect this to be so scary.
Well, I didn't expect to find so many dead dogs.
It's terrifying, but we have to find out who's killing these dogs.
You know what I always say? When you're looking for a dog murderer, start at the pound.
Okay, opening the gate.
Wow, look at all these dogs here.
Yip, 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 yip.
Hey, there's the pound manager.
What are you guys doing here? It's too late for a baby doll to just be wandering around.
Have you seen anyone suspicious?
It's a dog pound. Everything's suspicious. I'm suspicious. You're suspicious.
He sounds pretty suspicious.
That's right, Baby Doll. Let's take him into the station.
What?
Get your handcuffs.
Okay, I'm throwing him over my shoulder.
I've seen some crazy stuff in here, but nothing like this. What about the rates?
All right. Well, it looks like something must have slashed our tires. We're going to have to take the hot air balloon.
Loading them in.
All right, I'm going to give it some heat.
Here we go.
Having a irrational fear bites.
All right. dog pound murderer, if that is your real name.
Look, these handcuffs, the chains are shaking and rattling. Just let me out of here. I'm a little scared here.
What should we do with him, baby doll?
We gotta keep asking him questions. He'll break eventually.
All right, what's your favorite color?
Yellow.
What is the sound a swallow makes?
All right, fine, you broke me.
You were right, baby doll. He was the murderer all along.
We did it again, Tim Tom.
But oh no, we're up too high. I don't know how to get down, and the wind's picking up.
Oh no!
I knew to never trust a baby doll in a hot air balloon.
Tune
Why is
in.
it always the woman's fault?
Oh no! Will Baby Doll and Tim Tom go too high? Will they solve the way to get down? Tune in next week at the Colgate Radio Hour!
Wow. I cannot wait for that next radio play. All right, let's kick it off to our next game.
Thank you, Sarah. Our next game is called The Onion. Now, for this game, we're going to be having our improvisers come up one at a time on the screen here, but each time a new person joins in the scene, it's going to change to a completely different scene. It's going to happen again and again until there's 5 people on at the same time. But then that's when we start peeling back the layers of that improv onion. So one person leaves and we return back to the 4th scene, the 3rd, the 2nd, the 1st, until we're all back to the one person who started it all. Now, to get us started, can I get one improviser? All right, thank you, Sean. And your suggestion provided by Kat is antique postcard collecting. And begin.
$1920. What a time. I mean, a centennial ago, they were sending these postcards. It's like I'm there.
Honey,
Yes?
you put this in the dryer, didn't you?
I did. As we were folding these, I thought, these are comically small at this point. Sorry.
So expensive. So much money. And that stimulus check is not coming a second time. So let's just get like a tiny dog.
Yeah, we were talking about hobbies. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's so much like, hair around, right? That could be the start, right? Hair, dolls need hair, figures need hair.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So it was this big. That's a strange size for a rhinoceros.
Rhinoceros.
Well, we are on a safari
Yes.
for rare and interesting animals.
Yes.
So a small rhinoceros would fit into one of those categories.
When you said the miniature world, I wasn't sure exactly what you meant, but it really is a miniature safari.
Yes.
Okay, guys, last trivia question. We gotta get this right. Put your heads together. It's a big one. It's okay, it's about football. I don't know anything about football.
Ooh.
Oh.
Eggs shaped.
I think they kick it at some point.
Okay, I'm writing this down. I'm writing
Tight
this
pants. They wear tight pants.
Or is it
It has to
loose?
be right.
I remember
It's like-
something about brain injuries.
Okay. Hey, you know what? All you need to do is put your hands forward and then stop. See, that's how miming works.
Dude, you just blew my mind.
No. Don't keep going forward. You stop.
Dad, I
there's a
don't
wall.
want to be a mime.
Signed up for this class, and okay, no, it's okay.
Sign up because you made me. All of my brothers and sisters are really good at it. I suck at miming.
That's because you don't stop. First lesson, just pretend there's a wall there.
I can't. There's no wall. I go right through it.
You know what? I'm just opening up this door. I'm out.
We got it right. It was kite hair.
That pub quiz.
I knew my perversion would pay off one day.
I'm getting upstairs, guys. See you later.
Guys, everything we've come across seems to be getting smaller and smaller.
Look at this oil tanker. This was our ride home off of this continent.
Look at this turkey leg as I nibble upon it.
It's like
I must go. There must be some form of transportation that can still help us escape. Goodbye.
You know, this hair thing is money maker.
I can't believe it.
I don't even care if you shrink my clothes. You can shrink all of them.
I tell you what, if we shrink at the level that we've been doing, our Etsy store is gonna take off, you know? They want a piece of us, we want a piece from them.
Yeah. They want us. I'm gonna go shave some things.
Me too. I wonder what the purpose of postcards are if there's no one to send them to.
And then we're going Sean for the last game.
All right, for our last game, I'm going to need all of Select Start back on because we're going to be playing Sex With Me. And we're going to be describing what sex with each one of us is like using the suggestions that you submitted. So our first suggestion is going to be AC unit. So Sex With Me is like an AC unit.
Sex with me is like an AC unit. Just gotta keep it cool.
Sex with me is like an AC unit. It always breaks on the hottest day.
Sex with me is like an AC unit. You always need it when you're feeling the hottest.
Sex with me is like an AC unit. Only the rich really get it.
All right, we're gonna turn to our next suggestion. Sex with me is like the Wizard of Oz.
Sex with me is like the Wizard of Oz. Thinking at first it's going to be just pretty black and white, but then you will see colors you do not believe.
Sex with me is like the Wizard of Oz. It unconvincingly syncs up with Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon.
Sex with me is like Wizard of Oz. Timeless.
Sex with me is like the Wizard of Oz. Pay no attention to the man behind the screen.
Sex with me is like the Wizard of Oz. It may contain some dead bodies if you look closely.
All right, we're going to get another suggestion. Gardening. Sex with me is like gardening.
Sex with me is like gardening. Best to be landscape, y'all.
Sex with me is like gardening. Hose, hose, hose.
Yeah.
Sex with me is like gardening. Grass is always greener on the other side.
Sex with me is like gardening. It's a smart idea to invest in knee pads for both of us.
Sex with me is like gardening. I mean, I go to Home Depot to get all my tools.
Sex with me is like gardening. I also grow if you spend some time talking to me and make me feel good.
Sex with me is like gardening. Depending on what you're doing, you might go to jail for it.
One more suggestion, taxidermy.
Sex with me is like taxidermy. Just gotta stuff it.
Sex with me is like taxidermy. We're going to be in some positions you wouldn't expect.
Sex with me is like taxidermy. Stuffed and stiff.
Oh, God.
Sex with me is like taxidermy. You just want to show it off.
Sex with me is like taxidermy. People in the 1800s really didn't get it.
Sex with me is like taxidermy. You got to mount that prize.
Ooh, give it up for Select Start, everybody.
Bye, Select Start.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my gosh, what's next?
You tell me.
Well, I think we better bring out Zero Suit.
Oh, that's right. Let's bring out Zero Suit.
Yay!
Yay! Welcome back to Zero Suit. These are just a couple really fine performers. As good as they are at improv, they're even better people, and you're gonna see that shine through in the funnies they make up for you tonight. So like we said, what you just saw previously was short form. Okay, Maddie. And after. So now we're gonna do some long form. So how it's gonna work is we're gonna get a starting location. Two players will be in that location. And then when somebody comes on, that will be a new scene featuring one of the characters from the previous scene. And that same pattern will continue. And eventually we're just gonna see another character in a new scene, etc. We're gonna loop around, up and down, turn around. It's gonna be a barrel and a half of laughs. So I can't wait to see what these suits come up with for you. So to get them started, your suggestion for a starting location suits was a movie theater. Thank you, Krista, for that suggestion. And take it away, Suits.
Well, we're doing it. We're going to see Tenet.
I can't believe, honestly, that we even made it this far.
You know what? I really thought that the world would end before I would get the chance to see Christopher Nolan's masterpiece.
Stop. If you're going to start calling over Christopher Nolan's masterpiece, I'm going to call him
He loves the cinema so much, and I love him.
Janet,
Yeah?
Solter? If you even say that you love Christopher Nolan more than I love Christopher Nolan,
I love Christopher Nolan more than you love Christopher Nolan. How is this even a question?
I have been there since the beginning. Batman Begins, I was there.
Excuse you. I saw Memento in the theater when you were in the second grade.
Oh, here we go again. Janet brings up that I was in the second grade.
Yeah, you were in the second grade.
Oh, kill me, why don't you, okay? Just because I was able to go to second grade and you had to work in that mine, you don't have to keep rubbing it in my face, okay?
I did not have to work in that mine.
Janet,
Yes?
I want to go over your week. Now, did you get angry at anyone close to you about something that ultimately didn't matter this week?
Okay. Thank you for asking, Dr. Waterstein.
Of course.
I got to tell you that I really kept my cool when.
And Janet, real quick, by the way, I'm doing my job. You don't have to thank me every time I ask you a question.
Thank you for giving me permission Not,
work.
thank you.
We'll work on it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was faced with one of the biggest challenges that I've had, in these times. We've talked about my friend Walter.
Yes, I know a lot about Walter.
Yeah.
I've dried a lot of Walter-related tears.
Yeah. Yes. Well, Walter told me that he was a bigger Christopher Nolan fan than me, and he said he'd been there from the beginning, and then he said the beginning was Batman Begins. I only knocked out 3 of his teeth.
Janet, 3 of his teeth.
I know. I wanted to break his jaw. So I feel like I made so much progress. I know.
Janet, progress.
Thank you so much, Dr. Watterson.
I was ready to back you into a corner of shame until you told me you practiced restraint.
That's exactly right. Right. I curled my fist, and as I was charging up, right, I had this moment where I saw your face. Like it literally was right there, right? Mm-hmm. And I held back a little tiny bit. So,
first of all, I'm flattered.
Thank you.
Second
Thank you for telling me that.
Okay, so something to work on for next week. Thank you. Take it out of your vocabulary.
Oh, so I say I'm so grateful.
More the energy of just let people do things for you. Don't feel the need to put them on the spot for it.
That's weird. You're the doctor, right? But
exactly.
Michael, tonight's the night you meet my parents. Okay, so it's really important that you stop being so rude and you put on your best face and you just make my parents feel like they're the most special people in the world.
Okay, I don't like to pull the PhD card, but I think I would know how I should treat your parents on this interaction. I did go to school for it.
I understand you went to school, Michael, and I just want to point out to you that you're being incredibly condescending to me in this very moment. Sweet, sweet smile. And all I can say is that my parents will be dumb enough to fall for that, but I'm not. But you just keep doing it. Like when we're at dinner and they're going to bring up something, I'm sure, mildly offensive, and they may question your credentials and your intentions for me, and I just need you to fake it even more.
Well, I think my intentions for you are very clear. I want to be with you because you need a lot of work, and I need the practice.
Right. And they in no way can know that I am paying you not only as a therapist but also as a partner. Right? Yes. Like this is a completely romantic transaction. Right? They're going to be so impressed.
Okay. All right. You know what? I'll humor you tonight. I'll do a little bit of your thing. But you know what? If I'm going to try and restrain myself. If I bleed into, kind of the therapist stuff, I'm just going to need you to respect that and let me, kind of pull myself back on a leash.
Okay. So you don't need me to remind you in the way that I usually do, with a kind of thing, like that the sign that we kind of worked on. You're gonna, okay.
Not tonight. Not tonight.
Okay. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Honey.
Yes, Dad.
I trust you. I believe in you. But what? The guy's a therapist?
Dad, let's put it this way. He's a doctor. Okay?
A doctor.
Yes.
Okay.
He's incredibly educated and he knows all about the world. And best of all, he reminds me what my place is every day. And every okay.
And that's good, Belinda. We Morrises need people to remind us what our place is. Like my old boss. You know, I didn't have to work in the mine, but he was like, Jordan Morris, if you don't get your little butt in that mine and start digging up them diamonds, then you're half a man.
Dad, listen, I can only remember these stories when you came home. I mean, part of the reason I am who I am is because of who you are. I mean, you're a hardworking man who knew your place in society, and that rubbed off on me. And look at me now. Just look at me. What a success I am.
Oh, Belinda, you're a lovely receptionist over there at the hospital.
It's an important job, Dad.
They love you.
They do.
They love you. And when the patients are coming in with the, I got an ulcer. Oh, I'm bleeding. You know, they see your smiling face and they think, I'm glad it's this hospital.
That's right, Dad. That's right. Just the same way when you went into the mine and you got hurt and you said to your boss, I'm bleeding. And he's like, I'm so glad you're here working in this mine, you know?
Yeah. And I never forgot that. I never forgot that.
So, just a little on the shoulders. Feeling a lot of tension, you know?
Yeah, you got it.
That's nice.
Hey.
You got strong hands.
Yeah, miner's hands.
I can tell.
You got delivery driver hands, is that right? Is that what you do?
Hey, man, I'd rather not talk about work.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. We are here to relax after all, and that's what the spa's for.
Yeah. So listen, did you know that Christopher Nolan made a movie called Memento? It's good.
What?
It's Memento. I saw it. It's good. It's real fucking good. It's better than the Batman.
Oh, get out of here. Better than the Batman?
Man, I feel like such an idiot. Little lower, if you could.
Buddy. Hey. Just because we're all working class guys, you know.
It's just it. I went to second grade.
And I made it all the way.
Don't hold it against me. I'm educated.
Walter, you're the only schooled man I trust.
Jordan, you are one of the only coal miners I will let crack my neck.
All right, well, this ain't a one-way street, pal. Why don't you?
Oh, okay. No, you're right. Fair is fair. So, how's the wife?
You know, she's all right. Could be better.
Yeah? Well, I mean, I don't know, man. It seems like she basically does everything.
Listen, Walter.
Yes, Janet.
I've been talking through some things with my therapist.
As have I.
And I should not have lashed out at you that way. As it turns out, Christopher Nolan made a movie before Memento.
What?
I have no idea what it is.
You bitch.
I don't know what it's called.
I swear to God, I don't
I
even want to
believe
know
it's
the
in
answer.
black and white, but that's truly all that I know about it.
Do you understand that I almost killed a man over this?
I did not know that, but I believe it, knowing what I know about it.
Listen, I saw Memento, okay?
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
It's really good.
It is really good.
Yes.
It was kind of like, oh man, I saw a lot of elements that he took from that. He put it in the Batman. I was like, okay,
a lot about his perception about what it is to be a man and nihilism. It's all there. It's all there.
But you're telling me that he has a movie prior to that even.
Allegedly. I don't know. I do not know, and that's the thing. I was in the mines. Who am I to judge? Who am I to judge you for following your dreams, learning arithmetic?
And you made a solid living at $20.50 an hour for 11 years.
That's right. Right. Listen, everybody's got to do what they got to do. Everybody's got to see the movies that they got to see. And it doesn't matter if you haven't seen all the Christopher Nolan movies, and they shouldn't have treated you that way.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Do you think that just maybe they should have let Joseph Gordon-Levitt get a spin-off movie as Robin?
Do I think maybe?
Okay, so I want to start this off. I just want to see, where you're at. I just want to give you a question you might get in the outside world and see how you react, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think that maybe they should have given Joseph Gordon-Levitt a spin-off Robin movie? I'm getting a lot from your body language right now, but I want to hear your language.
You know, in the movies they always have a big long couch in the psychiatrist's office.
Yes.
Your couch is not long enough.
No, it's very short. It's an armchair. You've heard of an armchair psychologist?
Yes, yeah. Oh, that's you. That's a good joke.
Thank you. Oh, not following my own rules.
That was also a good joke. Have you considered a career change?
If you must ask, I do stand-up on the weekends.
You know what? I was in a bar this weekend and I saw a poster on the wall and I was like, is that Dr. Waterstein?
And then I was walking down the street and I saw a poster on the wall and I said, is that Michael? Is that Michael? You're a doctor. You can't do stand up.
Why not? There's nothing in the Hippocratic Oath that says otherwise.
It may be not in the Hippocratic Oath, but in my ascension in this social ladder in the world, it's absolutely deplorable. I don't know if I can do this.
Belinda, how many times do I have to explain to you that your obsession with climbing the social ladder is unbecoming?
Okay, in this very moment, I will say that your tone is a little persnickety, Michael. And I think it's time that maybe we consider that we remove the professional element from this relationship and we just work with each other person to person and we express how we feel without any kind of judgment.
You're right, Belinda. I apologize. I actually, have been doing an exercise with myself where I get tattoos of things I should stop doing in our relationship. I shouldn't belittle Belinda even whenever she's embarrassing herself.
Look at that font. Oh my gosh. That is some nice font.
It's Comic Sans.
Yes, you have another one. It's the other one. It says, don't write jokes on hand. Okay to use iPhone. It says that on your whole arm.
I was getting confused. I was on stage last weekend and I started telling people things that I wasn't supposed to do in our relationship instead of jokes.
Oh my God. So much. When I was at work, people were like asking me if I was okay. Like a lot of people asked me if I was okay. And I'm like, why if I'm okay? You're in the hospital. But now I'm in this horrible relationship right now.
Belinda, I don't want to tiptoe into therapy talk, but are you okay?
I'm Fine.
Not very convincing.
So, he what? He does jokes?
Dad, please. Don't make any final judgments yet. If everything works out, this will be just a short-lived phase that a doctor has. You know, a doctor's got to do what he's got to do sometimes. Listen, I know it's important to you that I do better than the generation before me, and you've set me on my path. And Dad, I want to do you proud. Okay. Can I get
And you're doing me so proud already.
Okay. Do you need a tissue, Dad?
Yeah, I'm gonna need a tissue. That was whew, that's what they call a messy bump.
Dad.
Whew, that skull burns.
Yeah. Dad, you used to put it between your cheek and gum, and now you're snorting it again in public.
Yeah. You know.
Aren't you worried how that's gonna look?
It looks weird, I know. But it can't look any weirder than your doctor boyfriend telling jokes. What's this I hear about the Comic Sans on his arm?
Yeah, isn't that? I mean, that's supposed to be funny. He's a smart man. It's supposed to be funny. It's clever, right? Dad, I don't know. I feel a need to. I'm gonna break away. I'm gonna break it off.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Just like talking with you, you're making me feel like I'm better than this.
Yeah, I would say you are. I would say you definitely are.
Exterior, Gotham City Bank. The Riddler has taken over and is holding hostages. The bat signal is seen through the skylight. The Riddler says, "That's not the Batman." Open door, smoke. It's Robin. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's Robin.
And this is where I come in, right?
Well, yeah. Well, what do you think? Listen, I trust you. I feel like I can give this information to you. I've written this script, taken a lot of time on it, and I need to read it to you.
Right. Yeah, and you need my this is the part where I give my opinion.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
This is where you would say it's great or it's terrible, preferably the first one.
Of course. I'm sorry, I'm feeling a little fuzzy. I've been doing the.
Hey, let me bring that scalp over here. I'll clear up some thoughts.
All right. It's just, I've been snorting the snuff again.
You son of a bitch! You told me you were off it.
Is it true? Is it true, Walter, that you're writing a script?
It's already written, Janet.
You never let me answer the question.
450 pages.
350 pages. It's a minute per page.
It's running at 3.5 hours. It's a director's cut.
He was miscast. He was miscast. He's a 30-year-old man. He's 40 now. He's a 40-year-old man.
Listen.
Robins don't live to be 40.
Well, one Robin specifically did not live to be 40, but...
Let's cut to a Robin movie with a 40-year-old Robin. I'm so tired all the time. Tired all the time.
Oh my God, Robin, tell me about it. I can't run anymore. My knees, I can't run fast anymore. My knees, they hurt.
Listen.
As the Flash.
This is a problem. And you know what else? My parents.
Oh my God, Walter, this script is amazing.
It's good, right?
My parents.
I did a lot of cocaine.
You're capturing feelings that I didn't know I had inside of my heart.
Listen, please flip ahead just a few pages. You'll see right. This is the climax. It's beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
My 401k is underfunded. My 401k is underfunded.
You up at the end for Zero Suit, everybody, and let's also get Select Start back on the screen.
Yay! Oh my gosh!
Thank you so much to our two teams for providing you a wonderful night of hilarious improv comedy. Beth, Geatches, what do our viewers need to know?
Oh, well, they need to know that that's our show, and thanks for joining us. And remember to click that donate button below the video and help support Arcade Comedy Theater.
Absolutely, and also check out arcadecomedytheater.com for further information about all the other online shows we'll be providing, and any other news and updates about theater happenings. Thanks again so much for tuning in tonight. Have yourselves a great weekend.